What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another ready list video. I'm gonna try to keep this as quick as I possibly can, just juicy and just my list and all the names I'm paying attention to, and a few other stuff I threw to the side that I just want to kind of go over today. I want to talk about buying super strong stocks on weakness like a Rocket Lab today, which I bought, which is acting really great in the after hours. We had some massive earnings today, which was really nice. And I'm seeing a lot of good setups. I'm seeing some nice inside days, some nice tightness on some names, and then a lot of names that are not so tight. So first things first, I will talk about some names that aren't very tight, like AEHR. Not really the tightness I look for. And when I say I want something to get, tighten up, it's not really what I pictured. But I mean, not bad. It looks like it could be building a higher low here, like almost right off the 20 and an inside day today. But not my favorite, not on my ready list. But another one like AVGO, another one that's just like pulls back, not quite tight, but trying to digest. So kind of letting these things go and just let them do their things, even though not bad inside days. TSM, exact same look, kind of breaks out of a base, first real pullback, inside day, but not the tightness I want, right? And then CIEN, which actually that's already on my list, but let's just get started with my ready list. We got AAOI at the top. I'm watching this one pretty much over the prior day high. Really nice sideways consolidation, sitting right under new highs, like 11% from a new high, and it moves 10% per day. That's pretty much one day, a one full ATR move. Really paying attention to this one. I think it looks great. It's been super strong. Bounces off the 20, holds a 20, puts in a pivot as of yesterday into today. And then I'd just like to see a nice breakout on this one. That'd be cool. And definitely something I would try to buy. So keep an eye on that. ALB, really nice pullback into the 20, kind of sideways for 4 days, or more than 4 days, but just a nice like flag, I guess you could say it's building, and then 2 days tight. So, and then another really tight day today. So watching this one over the prior day high, 2 days of just volume absolutely falling off. Volume just completely dried up. I think this name looks really good, and it's shown that it's super strong like 2 weeks ago. So maybe it's just gearing up for another move, but not a bad chart, not a bad pullback. So this is the tightness I do like, though. You know, some names are showing some sort of tightness that I'm hoping can move out of these ranges higher. So ALB looks good. Moving on to like an AMPX, it pulls back right into the base, bounces, and then puts an inside day in. I feel like this one was a little bit difficult to buy off that pivot because it didn't offer a whole lot of cushion. So could have bought it today for sure, but not bad. I don't mind this one. Earnings is in about a week or two, but could see like a higher low setup on something like this. We'll see. I just like the fact that it pulled back to the pivot, and maybe it wants to just another one, maybe shoot right back into new all-time highs. I don't know. I think this looks good though. Nice potential for a higher low setup over today's high. APLD, kind of a similar thing. You had that big gap up last week, pulls right back to the pivot today, or sorry, yesterday, bounces off of it, holds above that today, puts in an inside day, very possible higher low. I'm kind of seeing this a lot in the market where we're getting like just a slight pullback and very nice chance for a lot of higher lows around the market. So we'll see if that can be the case, but I like APLD through today's high slash yesterday's high, but just as a higher low setup, it pulls back to base. This is one I fat fingered today and should have bought, but I just, it was a bad trade. I tried to buy it when it was weak, and it didn't work out. And I got stopped very quickly for a super small loss, but either way, I didn't jump back into it. Just should have though, because this is another one when I talk about buying weakness. You get that morning watch out. You're watching that level. I bought it here without waiting for a 5-minute break, and it stopped myself out for some reason. Don't know why I did that, but yeah, I was just impatient. I was busy at the time, and so I just let that get away from me. But just mistakes I made myself that I can fix. But overall, you got that super nice washout, and it's exactly what I was looking for. I just wasn't patient enough. But you got to be super patient in this market, or it is going to punish you. And don't be stubborn, or you'll get punished hard. Because those that were stubborn on a name like ONDS, which I can bring that up next, but those that are stubborn on something like an ONDS, you will get hammered. So you got to be very careful, be patient, don't be stubborn. But like, just a really nice morning washout, and then breaks right back through the pivot. You could get it here with a super tight risk, or and it's also breaking through VWAP 2%, on a stock that moves 8% per day. I think that's pretty good. So I really like APLD still. Maybe it just wants to get moving. It's got a really big base above its head. If you go to like a weekly chart, nice pivot above its head. So could be trying to build a pretty massive base. Not bad. BE, really big gap up today. A name I'm watching for an high volume close setup. So just through today's close, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's already like blasted through that in the after hours, and it is. So that is what it is. But I don't know why my trading view is freaking out right now. But I'm just, BE's 10 ATRs from its 50-day. Yes, it's extended, but I don't know. I've tried so hard to own this name, and I mean, it just has not really offered my favorite type of entry through there. So maybe it just wants to absolutely power through. But if I flip to like a monthly, this thing looks ridiculous. Even a weekly, like it just super ridiculous. Needs tightness. So I want to keep an eye on it, but maybe I can get a small position on if it just pushes right through that or comes back and retests the high volume close. Who knows? I just want to keep an eye on it. I think it's a very important name. BP from yesterday's video, PBR from yesterday's video, which was similar setup, actually broke out and went, which was cool. Cool to see that. And then you got BP today with another inside day. Just it doesn't get any tighter than this. I mean, this thing's got to go one of these days. So I wouldn't be surprised another one if it's up in the after hours. No, it's not. Okay. Either way, it's a super slow name, absolute grandma stock. So maybe you can get some more size into this one, but I just like to try. I think it looks great. Reminds me of the flat base back here. Oops. Reminds me of the flat base back here, where just got super tight under the pivot, built higher lows into it like a VCP, and then eventually blew on March 6th, and $39 to 49. So very slow, but not a bad chart. I like oil and gas. A lot of names in the oil and gas sector acted really well, and I might as well just bring them up now real quickly. Obviously, you got your XLE, really nice, and then XOP. Making really nice moves today, and then overall crude has been acting really well the last few days. PBR, we showed the nice fall through, and then one of my favorite, or one of the things that Nick talks about a lot when stocks kind of get tight under that 50-day, and then eventually pop back through it. Today, VG definitely did that. Had an inside day yesterday. I was watching it, but I didn't take it. But this was a nice setup. I mean, I didn't mind it at all, and it was up 8% today. This thing it moves 8% per day, and it's pretty liquid, so it's definitely one that can be traded, but maybe just a few days of tightness or something, and I'll really try hard to get back into this one. But it did make a nice bounce off the 200 and offer to set up yesterday. And then you got something like an HP just absolutely exploding in the oil and gas names out of a base, and so strong. And then PAA, super strong out of the base. Talked about this one yesterday. Obviously RIG and VAL just still continue higher. And then you got a stock that gaps up on earnings. Like DK, not bad. I don't want to go through the whole group. Don't want to make this video 1,000 hours long, but not bad of a group. But yeah, let's hop into CIEN. Really tight under that 20. Is it offering a short setup here as like a failure below the 20, or is it trying to undercut? I see a higher low here, right? You get your original low, and then here's your second low. We're holding above that as a higher low setup. Can it happen? It's definitely something I'm watching. I'm watching over today's high. As simple as that. It's actually been starting to get tight, so very possible higher low. So man, I'm keeping an eye on CRML. I don't want to give up on this name yet because of the big EP day, and just all the volume that was poured into this thing. And I think this thing still has potential as long as along with USAR. So CRML, I'm just keeping an eye on it on some weakness, like maybe into this level or back through here, or even if it just is strong tomorrow, maybe through the high volume close. I'm just keeping an eye on it. I don't want to take it completely off my radar. It's seen some pretty crazy volume. So IGV, obviously you got like your Google, Microsoft and stuff in the after hours. Google up in the after hours, Microsoft kind of flat, Amazon decently pushing in the after hours, and then a complete turd, Meta doing what it has always done. So IGV still doesn't look bad. I still think this thing is in a stage 1 base, and can we see it move into stage 2, or just at least break out the base and try to start something? And can names like CrowdStrike and Oracle, obviously like a 10% holding in this one, kind of pulling back into their little crappy base all the way down here that don't care that much about. But I think IGV doesn't look too bad. Trying to build higher lows here, so we'll see with that. The Microsoft, what did Microsoft do? I can't remember. There's so many that reported in one day. Microsoft kind of flat, so not doing a whole lot. So I don't mind IGV. LAC gets back over the 200 inside day yesterday, and then another inside day today. I'm just paying attention to it over the prior day high. I don't mind the setup. I still think it doesn't look bad. But these CRML, LAC, lithium, rare earth, apologies, Rare earth names, they just got to get going. They're good on momentum, but not when they're just like sitting back and not doing anything and just selling off. And somebody came in and absolutely sold the shit out of CRML, but I got stopped out on that one after thinking I was the smartest person in the world, but who knows? This market will definitely humble you. LAC, like I said, over the prior day high, I think it looks good. 2 days tight after getting back above the 200. LITE, I'm just looking for like a flag break as it just kind of undercut and rallied the 20-day, and it bounced off the pivot, so that was cool. Maybe an inside day tomorrow or not. I really like this weekly chart. It's like 3 weeks tight. Almost 4 weeks tight. I don't mind this one. I think it looks pretty good. So watching like a flag break or an inside day, or maybe just like a turn up after some weakness tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just keeping an eye on. This is another one I'm just keeping an eye on. PARR, another oil and gas name alongside BP. Just a nice flat base. Can it get going? Had some nice volume today too. So I would like to see it just push out of this flat base and maybe can try it. This one's a little bit quicker. Not as liquid as BP, of course, but still liquid, above 100 million a day. So something I really like and I'm paying attention to. Throw on a Rocket Lab. Obviously, I bought this one today. Really like the morning washout in Rocket Lab. And if you go to this daily chart, you get your first pivot, your second pivot, it becomes an important level, right? Or actually, sorry, we bought them at the weekly pivot. So if you flip to a weekly chart, you get your weekly pivot, and then that's kind of where we fell into today on a washout, literally to the exact penny, right? 74 was that level. We went 73.99, right? So the second I saw this 5-minute candle close, I just got long, and then I had like almost 2% cushion into the close to be able to hold this. I'm really happy about it because it's up in the after hours, it looks like. So, but still, I really would like to add to this position tomorrow. I think this name looks great. You get the accelerating volume on a reversal candle right off the 20-day, right off a big weekly level after breaking out. That's everything I would ever look for on Rocket Lab. I think it looks great. So over the priority high, or maybe on some weakness, if it puts in an inside day today, I'll try to get it like through VWAP 620 setup, whatever it is. But I don't know. I have a feeling that this thing might be a little strong tomorrow. Who knows? Kind of breaks out of the base, pulls back, squats back in the base, stops everybody out that bought it on this day, and maybe gets ready to go tomorrow. USAR still is like flagging, staying above that pivot. It literally bottomed to the penny today on the, or almost. I don't think it got quite there. It was a few cents off, but I still like this one over the prior day high, or maybe if it puts in another inside day tomorrow, like same thing as Rocket Lab or anything else. I'm just watching it. Maybe it can get going. It's getting super tight. VRT builds a pivot from Tuesday, April 14th, and we kind of break out and then squat right back through it, shaking anybody out that bought the breakout day. And then inside day today, maybe it can get going. Earnings are out of the way. I think VRT looks great. Prior leader, it hasn't given up too much. FSLY, I feel like got hit way harder, like as far as like the prior leaders. Then you get like an inside day today on FSLY under the 20. It's kind of getting really tight and maybe looking like it's going to go, but it's not really my favorite setup. But VRT, I really like this one. Maybe it can push through the prior day high. I'll keep an eye on it. XBI, I really like XBI. I did own this one and got stopped out yesterday. But I mean, another thing, it just squats right back in the base and maybe is going to set back up to a breakout. REMX is another big base that has a chance to break out. There's some other charts I'm keeping an eye on, like Galaxy puts in an inside day today. Maybe it can blast back through the 200. Not bad. Cypher, same group, inside day right off the 20. Not my favorite, but something I'm paying attention to. I want to see if it can actually get going. Iron is kind of in that same group, but it's just been acting like shit lately. Falls right into the support gap. Can it undercut, which it did today, and then can it rally back through? Definitely something I'm just keeping an eye on, but not something on my ready list that I really want to pay that much attention to. But that's going to be it, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good luck tomorrow.